Hello students, good morning. Today the topic is position of adverbs. Very important. I explained yesterday about adverb and its types. So today I will tell you position of adverb. Means which adverb we will use at which place. So first rule is, you know very well, adverb of place, adverb of manner and adverb of time. Always placed. I am telling about three adverb: adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of time. These adverbs will always place after the verb. Remember what I am telling? After the verb. If there is one verb, one condition is also given. If there is one verb, or we can say if transitive verb is there, then we use adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of time after the verb. For example, he reads carefully. You can see we are using carefully adverb of manner. You know very well by asking the question of how. So means adverb of manner is placed after the verb. Second example, second thing in this rule, second rule is, if adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time has given and object has also given, then we use these adverbs after the object. What I am telling? After the object. If object is given, for example, I will meet you tomorrow. See this sentence? Tomorrow is adverb of time and this is placed after the object. Okay? Means we can say that adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time will always placed after the verb if there is one verb, and if object is given, then we will use these adverbs after the object. Okay, third rule. What is third rule? Very important. Suppose three adverbs have given. First one is adverb of place, adverb of manner and adverb of time. Suppose in one sentence three adverbs have given: adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of time. Then what will be the order of these adverbs? Listen carefully. The order of these adverbs will be MET, means adverb of manner, adverb of place and adverb of time. How we can learn it? In alphabet, first M will come, after M P, then T. Means this will be the order. For example, you can see the example here. Example is the woman worked. The woman worked laboriously in the tea gardens, whole of the afternoon. You can see this example. The woman worked laboriously in the tea garden whole of the afternoon. So in this sentence you can see that laboriously This is adverb of manner. How the woman worked laboriously in the tea garden. Where she is working? In the tea garden. This is adverb of place. Whole of the afternoon. Afternoon means when, means time. This is adverb of time. So we can see that first adverb of manner, then adverb of place, then adverb of time is MPT. Means this rule is correct. Means if three adverbs, means adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time have given at this condition, the sequence of the adverb will be MPT. MPT means manner, place and time. Now fourth rule is forms of be. You know very well. Is, am, are, was, were. These forms have given. Then where we will use adverb? Remember, we always use adverb after the forms of be. Matlab means in these forms of the verb we will use adverb. Okay. Example: they are always punctual. Example is they are always punctual. You can see this sentence. We are using always after the auxiliary verb or after the form of be. It means this sentence is correct. Okay. Understood? So means these forms of be have given at this condition. We always use adverb after these auxiliary verb. Now next rule. Next rule is adverb. Very important rule. Adverb are normally placed between the subject and the verb. Listen carefully what I am telling. We use adverb between the subject and verb if the verb consists only one word. I have given to you one condition. We use adverb between subject and verb if verb consists only one word. For example, I am going to give you one example. Example is there. They always comes late. In this sentence, we are using always between the subject and verb. Listen carefully what I am telling. This is adverb. But second rule in this second part of this rule is if one auxiliary verb or one main verb. Auxiliary verb means helping verb. If two verbs have given in any sentence, then we always use adverb after the first verb. After the first verb means after the auxiliary verb. I am repeating again. If two verbs means first auxiliary verb, second main verb, two verbs have given in one sentence, at this condition we always use adverb between the auxiliary verb or main verb or after the first verb. After the first verb means after the auxiliary verb. For example is there. I have never eaten Chinese food. बेटा वैसे भी चाइनीज फूड या चाइनीज चीज़ों का हमें बहिष्कार करना है। आत्मनिर्भर भारत की ओर हम अपने कदम बढ़ा रहे हैं और शायद मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया खुद में इतना सक्षम है कि दूसरे देश से हमें मदद लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। ओके, तो हमें चाहे कोई भी चीज़ हो चाइनीज, हमें उसका बहिष्कार करना है और रियल में करना है। इसको हमें जरूर फॉलो करना है। ओके, सो मैंने यहाँ पे क्या लिखा, आई हैव नेवर ईटेन चाइनीज फूड। मैंने रूल क्या आई टोल्ड द रूल, आई टोल्ड द रूल इफ वन ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब एंड वन मेन वर्ब have given at this condition be use adverb after the auxiliary verb. So you can see here have is a auxiliary verb and this is a main verb. We are using adverb between the auxiliary verb or main verb or after the auxiliary verb. Okay, have you understood this rule? You all have understood. I know very well. You all are the best student of this country. You can understand everything very well. Okay, so next rule is some auxiliary verb have to and used to. If have to and used to have given, then we always use adverb before these verbs. Before these verbs means before have to and used to, we will use adverb. For example is I always used to visit my grandmother's home. So we are using always before used to. This is an adverb. Okay, so we use always adverb before used to, have to, will have to, shall have to, had to, such type of auxiliary verbs have given, then we use adverb before these auxiliary verb. Now next rule is very important. The rule is, listen carefully, very important. One word enough, you know very well, enough is an adverb. So if enough has given one word, what is word enough? If enough word has given, then we use adverb, or we always placed this word after the word it modifies. फिर से समझो मैंने क्या बोला कि if enough word has given, then we use enough word after the word it modifies. मतलब जो enough, जिस वर्ड को enough modify करता है उसके बाद में रखा जाता है या उसके बाद में इसको यूज करते हैं. Understood? For example is very simple example I am going to give you. Example is I have walked long enough. You can see this example. I have walked long enough. What I said कि enough word जिस वर्ड को modify करता है हमेशा उसके बाद में इसका यूज होता है. तो this is modified long, that's why we are using enough after this word. So we can say that we use enough after the word it modified. I have walked long enough. This second example, she has been punished enough. So enough is modifying punish, that's why we are using enough after the punish. Okay, next is very important rule I am going to tell. This is the last rule. When an adverb modify an adjective or an adverb, मैंने क्या बोला, अगर कोई भी एडवर्ब या तो एडजेक्टिव को मॉडिफाई कर रहा है, मैंने क्या बोला, अगर कोई भी एडवर्ब किसको मॉडिफाई कर रहा है, या तो एडजेक्टिव को मॉडिफाई कर रहा है या एडवर्ब को मॉडिफाई कर रहा है. ओके, then the modifying adverb usually comes before it. मतलब क्या हुआ, जो modifying adverb होगा वो हमेशा किसके, इसके पहले आएगा, इस एडवर्ब के पहले आएगा, इस एडवर्ब के पहले आएगा. and if determiner has given, अगर कोई भी डिटरमिनर दिया गया है, डिटरमिनर में ए एंड द बिफोर द एडजेक्टिव, then एडवर्ब कम्स बिफोर द डिटरमिनर। तो इस कंडीशन में एडवर्ब कहां पर आएगा? डिटरमिनर के पहले। अगर कोई भी डिटरमिनर दिया है किसके पहले? एडजेक्टिव के पहले या एडवर्ब के पहले, तो फिर इस कंडीशन में हम एडवर्ब इसके पहले लगाएंगे। कहां पर लगाएंगे? इसके पहले लगाएंगे। एग्जाम्पल इज द पपी इज क्वाइट क्यूट। द पपी इज क्वाइट क्यूट। सी हियर, क्यूट को ये क्या कर रहा है? क्वाइट मॉडिफाई कर रहा है, इसलिए क्यूट के पहले, मतलब मैंने क्या बताया था, जब भी कोई एडवर्ब किसी एडजेक्टिव या एडवर्ब को मॉडिफाई करता है तो वो एडवर्ब हमेशा उस एडजेक्टिव के या एडवर्ब के पहले आता है। तो क्वाइट कहां पर आ रहा है? इस एडजेक्टिव के पहले आ रहा है। क्लियर? तो इसका मतलब है ये सेंटेंस सही है, दिस सेंटेंस इज करेक्ट। सेकेंड एग्जांपल, सेकेंड थिंग मैंने क्या बताई थी, अगर कोई भी डिटरमिनर आ जाता है तो डिटरमिनर के पहले हम एडवर्ब का यूज करते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इज सच अ क्यूट पपी। दिस इज सच अ क्यूट पपी। नाउ यू कैन सी दिस एग्जांपल। यहां पर क्या है? सच आपका एडवर्ब है। मैंने क्या बताया था कि जो भी एडवर्ब किसको मॉडिफाई कर रहा है? क्यूट को। लेकिन आपका डिटरमिनर आ गया है, तो मैंने क्या कहा था कि उस डिटरमिनर के पहले एडवर्ब का यूज करते हैं। ये नहीं लिख सकते हैं दिस इज अ सच क्यूट पपी, तो ये रॉन्ग हो जाएगा। हमें कहां पर यूज करना? डिटरमिनर के पहले। दिस इज करेक्ट सेंटेंस। Understood? So these were the rules for position of adverbs. You can understand very well. You can see the video. I hope you will enjoy a lot. Have a good day. God bless you all, and you all can touch the sky. Thank you very much.